Hello, group. Welcome to Extra Red Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, let's talk about our love for these two Rainbow records. The second and third with Ronnie James Dio at the singer's mic. Understand the assignment? 14 songs between the two albums. We're going to rank those 14 songs as we like them. No dogs in this exercise. We love all of them. Okay, maybe the bottom 1, 2, or 3. It's edging towards like, high like. But the rest, Saddle Love, that's it. And even I have to say, I used to love even the bottom 3 at one time. Okay? So, and we're not discussing the first Rainbow record, because this doesn't hold up to Rising and Long Live Rock and Roll, right? No. Do we love Man in the Silver Mountain? Heck yeah. Sure we do. Any other songs that really match that? Catch the Rainbow? Not really. 16th Century Greensleeves? Pretty darn close. But that's live more than the studio version on this. Nah. Nothing here matches. Barely touches what we hear on these two records, these 14 songs. You know, Man in Silver Mountain might be nudging to the top 10 of those two. This is where our love for Ronnie James Dio really solidified, is these two records. And of course, on stage, the live record. But even that, the mix on that isn't that amazing. The mix on the debut is not that amazing. So I'm over-explaining. Let's get to the rankings. Number 14. I may start being controversial at the start. The title track, Long Live Rock and Roll. It's too contrite. I mean, yeah, I loved it as a kid. I love the energy of it. But as we age, we kind of realize how simplistic it is. And how some grown up in the room went, we need a certain kind of song to start the record with. We don't have it yet. Write one. And there's Ronnie James going, Ritchie and Cozy Powell, whatever, they're writing a good riff and they're going along. And Ronnie James is probably going, here's a highfalutin idea. No, Ronnie, you don't get the assignment. And of course, Ronnie, after a few tries, just went, you want something stupid like me just going, long live rock and roll? Yes. You got the refrain, now write the rest of it. So number 14 is Long Live Rock and Roll. Used to love it. But that's a couple generations ago. Number 13. Okay, let me double check my memory. Yeah, it is from here. Sensitive to Light. It's a really good number. Is it really one of your top faves from this record? Or rivals anything from Rising? Nah, Not for me. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Sensitive Light. But that's number 13. Number 12. Go to the Rising record. Run with the Wolf. Pretty good song. Second song on the record, right? Do I remember right? Yeah. Run with the second song. Good, solid song. Not special. Not that special. And there's days I love it. It's on the cusp of love. It's just kind of salad compared to 11 songs above it. For me. Remember, this is my favorites. You will have a different order. Give me your order of these 14 songs in the comments. You don't have to explain like I am. Just name them and go away. If you want. You want to explain, you can explain. Number 11 from Rising again. Starstruck. Starstruck does rank a touch higher for me, maybe. But as a mature man, hearing a song about a stalker, it's cute. In the mid-70s, a man being stalked by a woman. It's kind of cute. It's not necessarily threatening. Okay? It's the mid-70s. Today in the 21st century, stalking is not cool. It's against the law. Okay? Even if you're a rock star. So, I like the song. I understand what Ronnie's going for. Maybe he was a little bit intimidated by his stalker. Maybe he wasn't. Or maybe he just thought she was being cute or whatever, or obsessive, whatever. He wasn't, it didn't mean to say that she's intimidating him. But in a 21st century context, it's stalking. So it's a problematic song. And if you're a woman, stalking really isn't fun or funny, or much of a compliment either. So it isn't that great of a song. I love it. There's a love for it. And it just, my maturity gets in the way. If I'm being a schmuck about it, rank it higher, go ahead. Back to Rising. Number 10. Do you close your eyes when you're making love? Nice, solid song. And the music is, ballsy and good. It's a really nice song. It's just, kind of quick to it to make it rise above, the potential commercial song of the record. I think that they were aiming for was a commercial song, but they gave it too much muscle, which I love. So I love the song, but it's number 10. Number 9. Yeah, I'm gonna trigger some people. Kill the King from Long Live Rock and Roll. I love Kill the King. I do. It's a little bit driving much, and the lyric is cutting close to the bone. This is a worldwide audience. You know, some of you may love your leaders. Yeah, at the moment. Some of you may not like your leaders at the moment. How much fun is Kill the King? Or is it not fun at all, not meant to be fun? Is it serious? Is it fun? Musically, it's fine. It charges very nicely. But there's 8 songs I like much more. And now we're getting into real love. Number 8. The Shed, Subtle. I still love The Shed, Subtle. I'm too old and too slight of frame to get into the lyric literally. Well, I have a memory of feeling like this, of being the tough man and walking the street and being tougher than you. And I never was, but I remember the feeling. Before I realized I was short. Getting bald and stop wearing high heels will teach you real quick your real height. I didn't learn until I was middle-aged I was short. I guess also younger people becoming taller as we speak. So, but The Shed, musically, is great, except for that one tin hit that Cozy Powell on drums does, just to communicate that you shouldn't take it too seriously. You know, Cozy, just really, off whatever that tin can he bangs into, just to communicate not to take The Shed too seriously. Of course, Ronnie James is kind of short in his own right. So, it just kind of, it's a great song. I love the song. Should be more fans of The Shed out there than there actually are, in my opinion. So that's number 8. Now, this is just wrong. It should be higher. This song should be higher. But we're called Action Rock Corner. We're a rock and roll channel. So Rainbow Eyes off of Long Live Rock and Roll. And Tony Carey, I read a report that Tony Carey is playing keyboards on Rainbow Eyes. You know, it's mostly David Stone on this record. I guess Tony was around for a couple tracks here. And for keyboards, it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I hear musically. I mean, you want, okay, Richard, name beautiful songs. Just beautiful songs that you like. Rainbow Eyes, and I can't think of another song off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other songs that will occur to me. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Rainbow Eyes is a beautiful song. And it deserves to be higher than number 7. You know, median of this exercise. You know, Dio's vocals are breathtaking. The instrumentation is breathtaking. You know, with the orchestra playing along. Absolutely beautiful song. A wonderful way to end the record. Long live rock and roll. Also, ironic way, especially when it starts with Long Live Rock and Roll, and you end it with this pastoral. It kind of tips off what Ritchie's going to be doing for his last years on Earth. The last 30-some years has it been now with Blackmore's Night. Doing Renaissance fair music, medieval music. Rainbow Eyes was the hint of where he may just go in later years. I should listen more to Blackmore's Night. It is nice stuff, but it's not action rock. There's sometimes, Ritchie being bored, as Ritchie will, gets antsy with Blackmore's Night and redoes a rock and roll tune or whatever. Number 6, we're going to Rising. Opening track, Jared Woman. Absolutely great. That synth by Tony Carey and Blackmore's guitar to start this record. Oh, it doesn't match what ends this record. But Jared Woman, absolute great start. Absolutely marvelous. And that's number 6. Remember, these 2 records are on YouTube if you misplaced your physical somewhere. Okay? Number 5, going back to Long Live Rock and Roll. Now we're getting to the late. Gates of Babylon from Long Live Rock and Roll. Oh. The next 2 selections for me, Blackmore Slide. Oh, the slide work, amazing. That's on this record where they try to approach what they did on Rising for side 2 of Rising. Not to spoil what my top picks are. But side 2 of Rising is iconic. And Gates of Babylon approaches that level. I just got 2 songs in between. Okay? Gates of Babylon is amazing. See, I put it down, I gotta put it back up again. Number 4. Lady of the Lake. Reportedly, Tony Carey is doing the keyboards on this track, and Blackmore's slide work, Lady of the Lake. Oh. Amazing. And of course, Dio's vocal, as always, is impeccable. Lady of the Lake, number 4. Keep it in my hand. LA Connection. Long Live Rock and Roll. LA Connection might be a touch high for most of you. It's my number 3. I always loved LA Connection. That feeling of giving it your all and coming out short. Excuse me. Cough break there. This song is apparently about Ronnie James Dio auditioning for a band. And ultimately, whoever the band was, saying no thanks. We're going in a different direction. And you don't hear much about Ronnie James before Elf or during Elf. His band before joining Rainbow. Ronnie, there is a report, a professional report, that Ronnie James Dio auditioned to replace the singing bass player in Sweet. You know, Baldwin, Blitz, Fox on the Run. And then Ronnie James Dio would have been one of those voices in the classic Sweet lineup with those group vocals that Sweet has or had. It still is a Sweet, but it doesn't have singing like that anymore. That would have derailed Ronnie James Dio from the direction we love him for. Him doing pop music and being just one of the guys in the band. You know that Ronnie James Dio is a musician that played bass. He was a bass player. So that's what he tried out to be. The bass player for Sweet came back. But there was a kerfluffle in Sweet with their bass player. And so, hey, this guy from Elf, want to give it a shot? Maybe that was what the song was about. Who knows? Maybe there's a book I was supposed to read. But wonderful song. Always loved LA Connection. Absolutely love that song. Last two, as you expect, from Rising. I'm going to chip you up there. Number 2 is Stargazer. Number 2 is Stargazer. Ain't my favorite. It's probably your favorite. I understand. Okay? I understand. I hear you. Ain't my favorite. It's too highfalutin. You know, we're building a tower and the wizard and it's too fantasy. It's too. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's classic. It's iconic. And it should be. Absolutely. These are my favorites. I say, in my favorites, 2. Wonderful. Great song. Stargazer. 2. There's something better than Stargazer. Listen to Stargazer and listen to what follows it. That's number 1 for me. A Light in the Black. Those lyrics make sense to me. Those lyrics connect. It's very general. You're on a journey. Sure, fine. And Cozy, A Light in the Black they could not promote Light in the Black in the live set because it would kill Cozy. Poor Cozy Powell back there. Yeah, go nuts for 10 minutes on one song? You got it, boss. I'm good for it. Okay, Cozy, follow it for another 10 minutes for a follow-up. Boss? I'm in good shape. I'm not that kind of shape. I can't do 20 minutes. I can't do it, boss. I cannot simply physically do it. I cannot do a set with Stargazer and Light in the Black and keep up that energy. I can't do it. That's what happened. Cozy couldn't do it. If Cozy could play both in the live set, for the Rising tour, maybe there would be a higher opinion for Light in the Black. There should be. But Cozy, well, I don't know the story. If Cozy begged off and said, Boss Ritchie, I can't do it. Give me a break. I can't do that. I want to live. I want to live. Don't let me do it. Don't have me do that. Or if Ritchie and the band just went, no, Cozy can't do it. And Cozy went, you're right. I can't do it. You know, hopefully some people in the band, including Ritchie, even Ritchie. Ritchie could be a pisser. Ritchie Blackmore is known to be a pisser. But even Ritchie Blackmore must have figured out, maybe my drummer can't keep that up. Fun in the studio, but I don't think my drummer can do that. I don't want to pay for a second drummer. That'll cost me some fish and chip money to hire a second drummer so that we can play Stargazer and Light in the Black in the same set. We'll just do Stargazer. It's a damn shame. Light in the Black is amazing. I love Light in the Black. And Light in the Black, Tony Carey, just really doing the job there. And of course, Stargazer itself. Tony Carey, of course, you know for Plan P Project. Going solo after. Did one record proper. Didn't get credit for being on Long Live Rock and Roll. You don't see it back here. But in reading on Wikipedia, it does say that Tony Carey is on the first two tracks, Long Live Rock and Roll and Lady of the Lake, and Rainbow Eyes. It would have been nice to get a second record out of Tony Carey, or a third and a fourth with Rainbow, but not many people could hang with Ritchie Blackmore back in the classic Rainbow years. Lord knows few people got to the third record. The only one who did was Roger Clover, and that's because he put up with him before with Deep Purple. You know, starting with the last four Rainbow records. He was producing the darn thing too, so I'm sure that helped. Anyways, that's my 14. Okay, let me rub my nose and then thank you for watching. Was that fun? Thanks, Sam, our love of those two records. And was I right in leaving out the Taboo record? I don't think the Taboo record has any songs really that really competes with the 14 from the last two. If you like this video, give it a like, please. More the merrier, then, you know, YouTube will push the video up and more people will have this discussion. Subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment. What's your ranking of those 14 songs from Rising and Long Live Rock and Roll? And well, that's a fun exercise, isn't it? I found it fun. Now, I got to listen to Rising and Long Live Rock and Roll a few times to prepare for this. For the latest in action rock, garage rock, and classic legacy bands like Rainbow. Going back here to Action Rock Corner. And remember, have fun with your music. Fresh music is as important as fresh food. You haven't listened to your Ronnie James Dio. I mean, see, this is not scripted. If you haven't listened to your Dio era Rainbow records in a while, it's fresh for you, right? check it out. And of course, if you don't have your physical, it's here on YouTube. And what's your order for these 14 songs? It's fun. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.